My name is Marjorie Dixon, and I am originally from Montreal, Quebec. I was actually a transplant there because my parents are Jamaican. I was born in Montreal, but my parents didn't speak any French. So in essence, I was the translator for my parents. And I grew up in a French area of town where everyone else was Roman Catholic and had very different customs and ate very different foods than I was accustomed to. So I never really felt like I belonged. And furthermore, at the school where I went, when everyone else had catechism classes and was practicing for their first communion, I was 8 years old, and it was me, the Protestant, along with the token Jew, agnostic, atheist, and Muslim child, that when they had their catechism classes, we were sent to the bowels of the school in the basement to have our moral and daily conduct classes, essentially, so to teach us how to be kind and politeness and all the rest. So that really gave us a sense of not belonging, and I grew up living with that feeling for most of my youth. But then I learned French and I assimilated into the culture, and I began to embrace the French-Canadian culture. And I grew up and I moved to Toronto for my residency training after I finished medical school at McGill. And I really felt the most like I belonged, not so much in Ontario, but then once I had my own children and my family, because they look like me, they behave like me, they have my quirks and strangitudes. I know that's not a word, but they so behave like me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that was probably the awe and amazement of having progeny that finally made me feel like I belonged.